very warm and logical greetings to all the CLAT warriors out there, and welcome to another analysis video of mock ALET 4. ठीक है, आई होप आप लोगों का मॉक बहुत ही शानदार गया होगा एंड यू माइट हैव स्कोर्ड रियली गुड, राइट? 45 प्लस. चलिए, so the first passage says Iranian officials have claimed, यानी Iranian officials ने बोला है क्या, that Fordo has been completely emptied and evacuated. Fordo, a city of Iran, has been completely emptied and evacuated a long time ago, and that it did not suffer irreversible damage. यानी ऐसा डैमेज नहीं हुआ है जिसको जो irreversible हो या इतना ज़्यादा बुरा हो या खराब हो, राइट? लेकिन इतना बैडली डैमेज नहीं है. इट इज़ नॉट हार्ड टू इमेजिन ईरान टेकिंग प्रिकॉशंस, यानी ईरान इज टेकिंग प्रिकॉशंस कैसे? बाय लर्निंग फ्रॉम, बाय टेकिंग अ क्यू फ्रॉम यूएस एयर स्ट्राइक्स ऑन यूदिस टारगेट्स अर्लियर. यूएस के एयर स्ट्राइक्स फ्रॉम यूदिस से ईरान ने सीखा, and he is taking precautions, sorry, it is taking precautions. Western media reports had indicated that since late March, the US had deployed 6 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers. What is stealth bombers? Planes that are hard to detect on radar at the base in Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. These bombers were reportedly used to drop GBU-57 MOP on underground Houthis targets in Yemen, while the US was engaged in warding off attacks on US vessels in the Red Sea. ठीक है, अब ये GBU-57 मॉब क्या है? दीज आर massive bomb meant to destroy bunkers and initially developed for psychological effect. The mob was perhaps used to achieve a deal with the Houthis, which happened in May, with both sides pledging not to attack each other. So author इसमें in this particular paragraph में author is saying that US bombed Houthis target recently, and in March US has secretly placed B-2 stealth bombers at a base Diego Garcia, and these bombers dropped a special bomb called GBU-57 MOP on underground targets in Yemen, and some believe that this powerful bomb was used to pressure the Houthis into agreeing into ceasefire. Psychological effect के लिए ये अटैक किया गया था by US. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. It would be hard to ascertain whether uranium enriching centrifuges, यानी uranium enriching machines and stock of enriched uranium remain intact without having international inspections or invading Iran. So in the first line, author is saying कि no one can say for sure कि जो ईरान की यूरेनियम मशीन है ये सेफ है until unless someone go and check in the Iran, right? Moreover, Russia has clearly warned against the targeting of रशियन बिल्ड बशर्स न्यूक्लियर पावर प्लांट इन ईरान. जो रशिया ने खुद बनाया वो पावर प्लांट, तो रशिया ने खुद वार्न किया है कि भाई यहाँ पे अटैक मत करो. अपार्ट फ्रॉम द प्रेजेंस ऑफ हंड्रेड्स ऑफ रशियंस बिल्डिंग मोर nuclear facilities at the site, Russia had warned that an attack on plant would have consequences comparable to the Chernobyl accident in former USSR in 1986. यानी Russia is saying that there are hundreds of Russians working there, but Russia said that bombing the plant could cause a disaster as big as this Chernobyl accident. What is Chernobyl? A major nuclear accident in Ukraine that has happened in 1986. ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. Now, the Chernobyl accident led to prolonged release into the atmosphere that large quantities of radioactive substance, ठीक है, including gases, aerosols. Aerosols are small air particles, ठीक है, tiny particles in the air, and finely fragmented nuclear fuel particles. Now, due to specific conditions such as graphite fires, winds, radioactivity and spread across the northern hemisphere, mainly Europe, and was also recorded in the US, Canada and Japan. The targeting of nuclear sites which are now nuclear power plant with the objective of destroying centrifuges, yeah, those machines used for uranium enrichment, remains a dangerous proposition too. These nuclear sites may also be storage sites for radioactive material, including spent fuel or high level waste, or even a research reactor. So author is saying that Chernobyl can cause huge amount of radioactive material to spread around the world or air, especially in Europe. Some even reached the US, Canada and Japan, and even attacking nuclear research site, not just power plant is dangerous. ठीक है, it is a dangerous proposition. All right, and आगे क्या बोल रहा है वो, these places might have used radioactive waste of fuel that can harm people and environment very badly if released. ठीक है, चलिए आगे पैराग्राफ में चलते हैं. It is a relief, यानी it is a good news to the global community that the head of Iran National Center of Nuclear Safety System has confirmed that no radioactive contamination or nuclear radiation was detected outside the targeted site. ठीक है, कोई भी radioactive contamination नहीं पाया गया. ठीक है. By mid-morning, the IAEA too informed that no increase in off-site radiation levels had been reported. So, author IAEA, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, though also confirmed. ठीक है, IAEA कि कोई भी ऑफ साइट रेडिएशन नहीं मिला है. सऊदी अरेबिया भी कंफर्मेशन दे रहा है, कंफर्म दैट सेम ऑफ ऑल गल्फ कोऑपरेशन काउंसिल्स. द कुवैती नेशनल गार्ड टू स्टेटेड दैट द रेडिएशन लेवल इन द एयर एंड वाटर रिमेन स्टेबल, यानी वाटर एंड एयर आर नॉट पोल्यूटेड. The fallout of targeting nuclear site is and will remain the key concern for regional and global nations, a fact that US cannot ignore. So finally, author is saying कि this fear about nuclear fallout means dangerous radioactivity, the dust that will spread into the air, will always remain a worry to all the countries, all the nearby countries of the world, and this US cannot ignore it, must take some concrete action towards this concern. ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now, by naming his successors, the supreme leader of Iran has ensured that regime remains intact in any eventuality. यानी Iran supreme leader has said or chosen the successors to make sure the government stays stable. ठीक है, this leader has chosen the successors कि कुछ भी हो government stable रहनी चाहिए, regime remains intact in any eventuality. The US attacks on nuclear sites in a country that takes pride in its scientific prowess, scientific power, are likely to solidify public support for the supreme leader as a rallying point. Rallying point यानी जहाँ पे सब आकर एक central point where everyone is agreeing, right? But US airstrikes on nuclear sites may make Iranian unite behind their leader. ठीक है, it will provide पब्लिक सपोर्ट टू द लीडर मोर. ठीक है, किसकी वजह से? यूएस अटैक की वजह से. In the Israel-Iran war, sabotage, miscalculation or accidents could still draw US troops into the theater. It might be recalled that about 125,000 US and British troops had invaded Iraq in March 2003 to oust Saddam Hussein, trapping the US in a bloody war which over 8 years killed 4,400 of its soldiers and injured several thousands. The US drew fully by December 2011 by the destabilization of region, saw the emergence of Daesh, another name of ISIS, in Iraq around 2012 and rise of Caliphate, yani religion, Islamic religion. The US-led coalition was forced to return to the theater in 2014. There, the rest is history. तो इस पर्टिकुलर पैराग्राफ में ऑथर इज सेइंग कि जो यूएस की जो एयर स्ट्राइक ऑन ईरान न्यूक्लियर स्टेट थी, इट मेड इरानियंस यूनाइट बिहाइंड देयर लीडर. Okay, and any mistake in this Israel-Iran conflict could pull the US into another war in 2023. The US went to war in Iraq, which led to many deaths. यहाँ पे बताया गया है, right? And eventually gave rise to ISIS. Now US had to return to the Middle East in 2014 because of that. ठीक है? As more questions will be asked about the remaining capability of Iran, will the US continue to indulge in adventurism, yani risky or reckless behavior that could result in nuclear catastrophe? ठीक है, for the region and beyond. Now author is asking question that now people are wondering how much nuclear power Iran still has, and will the US continue risky military actions that could cause a nuclear disaster? और अगर ऐसा होता है, Trump's economy plans would come to a standstill if needs to manage the physical, political and legal fallout of such action. अगर ऐसे action होते हैं तो जो ट्रम्प के economic plans हैं that can suffer. With the air strikes, the US has lost the power to bring Iran to the negotiation table on its own. जो उन्होंने एयर स्ट्राइक किया है यूएस ने, इसके बाद US has no power to bring Iran on a negotiation table. US will need the help from Russia and Europe and maybe also China to pursue nuclear talks with Iran. The world is in a dangerous phase. The author is saying that the world is now in a very risky and dangerous period. ठीक है? So ये passage was about the dangers of military attacks on nuclear sites in Iran, especially done by US, and how US reckless behavior and action can bring danger to the world, and how now Iran will not come to a peaceful treaty or talk with US until and unless US will need China, Russia and some other country to bring Iran into the conversation, right? And this is an example of failed diplomacy, author is trying to tell. The situation requires caution and international cooperation, not aggression or military weapon. Author is trying to suggest that in this particular passage. Coming on to the question and answer. First question is about what is the author's tone in the passage. Is it sanguine? Is it very positive and happy even in negative situation? No, it is not happy or didactic. कोई preach नहीं कर रहा है, तो A is incorrect, right? Circumspect and analytical. Yes, circumspect क्यों है? Because author is very careful and thoughtful. Author is very careful and thoughtful. इसलिए circumspect है. Analytical क्यों है? Because author is presenting the data and evidence. ठीक है? तो B is the correct answer. Stoic and bland. Is it stoic? Is it saying that author is emotionless or boring? No. Vitriolic and derisive? No. The passage does not mock or use any angry or bitter language. So D is also incorrect. So we have got our answer, that is B. Fill in the blanks with the best suited words from the given set of words below. The correct answer is the correct answer is C. The fallout of targeting nuclear sites, fallout for will be an incorrect preposition. यहाँ पे off आएगा, ठीक है? Targeting nuclear sites is and will remain the key concern, because हम एक डेफिनेट प्रॉब्लम या कंसर्न के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, हम वेगली किसी भी प्रॉब्लम के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, इसलिए आर्टिकल नहीं होगा, इट विल बी द की कंसर्न फॉर द रीजनल एंड ग्लोबल नेशंस. तो ये फॉर वाले तो हमने पहले ही एलिमिनेट कर दिए, बचे ऑफ इज अ, ये ऑफ इज द, तो बिकॉज यहाँ पे अ है इसलिए वी हैव गॉट द करेक्ट ऑप्शन, दैट इज सी. ठीक है, चलिए. Which literary device is used in the phrase world is in a dangerous phase? Hyperbole. Option A. Is it hyperbole means exaggeration, but author is trying to tell us that the situation is serious, not exaggerating it. So hyperbole incorrect. Irony. Irony means opposite of what is expected. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि वो सरकास्टिक हो रहा है या आयरनी है, तो आयरनी इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट, राइट? पर्सोनिफिकेशन, yes, C is the correct answer. Why? Because the phrase the world is a human like condition, like being in a phase. जो world है वो एक phase में है, एक condition में है, ठीक है? इट इज गोइंग थ्रू अ मूड और स्टेज, दैट इज पर्सोनिफिकेशन. हम वर्ल्ड को एक ह्यूमन एट्रीब्यूट दे रहे हैं, तो सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. एलिटरेशन, यहाँ पे कुछ भी रिपीटेशन ऑफ साउंड्स नहीं मिले हैं हमें, तो डी इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. Based on the passage, what is the most likely effect of US attack on Iranian nuclear site on domestic Iranian politics? तो क्वेश्चन क्या कह रहा है कि यूएस अटैक का ईरान डोमेस्टिक पॉलिटिक्स पे क्या असर आएगा, ठीक है? वीकनिंग ऑफ सुप्रीम लीडर्स अथॉरिटी, उनकी और जो उनकी अथॉरिटी वीक नहीं हो रही है, बल्कि पीपल आर सपोर्टिंग हिम मोर after this air strike. तो A is incorrect. Weaken नहीं कर रहा, strengthen कर रहा है. Strengthening public support for the regime as a rallying point. Yes, this is explicitly stated in the passage. Immediate regime change. There is no mention of regime change and cessation of Iran's nuclear activities. कहीं भी नहीं बताया पैसेज में कि ईरान के न्यूक्लियर एक्टिविटीज रुक गई हैं, स्टॉप हो गई हैं. ठीक है, चलिए. The passage suggests that use of GBU-57 MOF bomb by US on Houthis target was. क्या पर्पस क्या था using that GBU-57 MOF? Primarily intended to inflict maximum physical destruction. No, ऐसा नहीं बोला पैसेज में हमारे. उनका इंटेंशन वॉज नेवर टू इंड्यूस फिजिकल डिस्ट्रक्शन. फिजिकल डिस्ट्रक्शन वॉज नॉट द मेन गोल ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर अटैक. साइकोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट हमारे पैसेज में साफ साफ लिखा हुआ है. अ डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ यूएस टेक्नोलॉजिकल सुपीरियोरिटी टू डिटर फ्यूचर अटैक्स. वो अपनी टेक्नोलॉजिकल सुपीरियोरिटी भी नहीं दिखा रहा था, राइट. पॉसिबली अ साइकोलॉजिकल टूल टू इन्फ्लुएंस नेगोशिएशन एंड रीच सीज फायर. येस, वेरी करेक्ट. दिस इज व्हाट हैज बीन मेंशन्ड इन द पैसेज. ठीक है. Bomb was likely meant to pressure the Houthis into a truce or peace. तो yes, C is the correct answer. An act that directly resulted in radioactive contamination. कहीं भी हमारे पैसेज में लिखा है, इसका just opposite लिखा हुआ कि there was no contamination, right? तो D is also incorrect. Coming to the next question. What can be inferred about the challenges of verifying the status of Iran's nuclear program after the airstrike? So what is this challenge of verifying Iran's nuclear status? कैसे क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, हमें कैसे नहीं पता चल रहा है कि क्या स्टेटस है ईरान के न्यूक्लियर प्रोग्राम का? इट इज स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड ड्यू टू रेगुलर इंटरनेशनल इंस्पेक्शन. नो, इट इज़ नॉट ईजी. द पैसेज इज सेइंग इट इज़ हार्ड टू इंस्पेक्ट. आप ऐसे सीधे जा नहीं सकते, इसलिए ए इज़ इनकरेक्ट. दिस इज़ नॉट द challenge. It is difficult without direct access as Iran controls information and access. Yes, B is incorrect because passage में साफ साफ लिखा हुआ है that it would be hard to ascertain without having international inspection or invading Iran. या तो international inspection हो or invading Iran. Remember? तो बी इज करेक्ट. इट इज़ अननेसेसरी बिकॉज ईरान हैज़ नथिंग टू हाइड. हमारे पैसेज में कहीं नहीं लिखा कि ईरान हैज़ नॉट प्रूव्ड दैट इट हैज़ नथिंग टू हाइड. तो ये तो इरेलेवेंट हो गया. इट कैन बी अचीव्ड सोनली, एक्सट्रीम वर्ड, एंड इट कैन नॉट बी सोनली अचीव्ड थ्रू सैटेलाइट इमेजरी, राइट. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. द ऑथर्स मेंशन ऑफ ट्रम्प्स इकोनॉमी plan would come to standstill if he needs to manage the physical, political and legal fallout of such action. Most likely serves to like meaning. What is the meaning of Trump economic plan? ठीक है, तो suggest that military action is economically and politically costly for US. Yes, this is what passage has been saying, that managing the fallout of war, चाहे वो physical, political, legal, would hurt Trump's economy. अगर अभी भी वो reckless रहे, adventurous रहे तो. Argue that economic consideration always outweigh. कहीं भी हमारे पैसेज में नहीं लिखा हुआ है that economy is more important than security. Imply that Trump's economic plans are unrelated to, they are very much related and directly linked for economic plans and foreign policy. तो C is also incorrect. Demonstrate the inevitability, extreme word, inevitability of US victory in the region. कहीं भी नहीं लिखा है कि US की जो victory है वो inevitable है. ठीक है, तो D is also incorrect. Based on the passage, what is the most plausible reason the author provides the US needing the support of Russia, Europe and China to negotiate with Iran? US को क्यों मदद चाहिए? Because of his air strike, है ना, his adventurous behavior. तो ऑप्शन है, the US has lost credibility. Yes, he has lost credibility and leverage due to its unilateral military actions. The US has lost the power to bring Iran to a negotiation table on its own. इसका मतलब उन्हें रशिया, यूरोप और चाइना की मदद लगेगी. These countries have military. No, there is no mention in the passage that these countries have military bases in Iran. The US is seeking to form a military alliance against Iran. No, US is not seeking any military alliance, rather than it is talking about diplomacy. Right? Iran is more likely to trust these countries than its own allies. No discussion of Iran trusting other nations more than its own allies in the passage. So D is irrelevant. Coming to passage number 2. Life has once again stood still for residents in Salisbury, a small city in Wiltshire that found itself at the center of international attention in 2018 after an astonishing assassination attempt. So, this particular passage is talking about the city of Salisbury, because world famous in 2018 due to strange assassination. It got due to सेंटर ऑफ इंटरनेशनल अटेंशन इसको मिला है 2018 में. क्यों? बिकॉज ऑफ स्ट्रेंज असैसिनेशन अटेम्प्ट. ठीक है. फॉर द लास्ट 6 weeks the Dawn Sturgis inquiry has attracted the world's media, and for us as journalists attending and covering the inquiry, each session brought with it a new revelation. It was a roller coaster of espionage and emotional family statements that have gripped all of those watching. ठीक. So now the city is in the spotlight again because of Dawn Sturgis inquiry, which has been going on for 6 weeks now, and for the journalists covering it, each day brought surprising new revelation or information, and it is kind of a roller coaster series about spying and sad statement from the family. Espionage, spying, emotional statement from the family. Okay? Now, walking through the big wooden doors of Guildhall in October, you felt the gravity of holding an independent inquiry. Like, author is saying that security of this particular Guildhall was actually captivating. Holding of an independent inquiry, gravity. Okay, they were handheld scanners like you would see at the airport, bag searches, and you could only take in a drink if you took a sip in front of the security guard. There were large purple signs everywhere with the Dawn Sturgis inquiry written across them in bold white letters. So security was very tight. People had to go through scanners, bags were searched, even drinks were checked, and there were big signs showing that this was the Dawn Sturgis inquiry. ठीक है. Now, opening the session, the chair, Lord Hughes, the judge, Lord Hughes said, above all else, we must all remember why we were there, that Miss Sturgis, a 44-year-old mother of 3, had lost her life in the Novichok attack. This Dawn Sturgis, this lady, 44-year-old, who was a mother of 3 children, has lost her life due to this Novichok attack. ठीक है. Although many local people welcomed the inquiry, ये जो inquiry थी, people were actually appreciating this inquiry. Before it even got going on that cold damn morning, we overheard. We know what happened. What is the point of dragging all of this up? हमें पता है क्या हुआ था. फिर से इसके बारे में बात करने की क्या जरूरत है? ऐसा कुछ लोग बोल रहे थे. Now, the answer of that question is, of course, to put a record what really happened in 2018 and doing that felt like a big moment in the history of Salisbury. यानी जो लोग ये कह रहे थे कि what is the point of doing all this again, we know what had happened. तो answer is that everything to put on record कि actually हुआ क्या था, and doing that felt like a big moment in the history of Salisbury. And वो जब अब कर रहे थे तो it was feeling like a very big moment of a history. The Guildhall usually hosts craft fairs, wedding, art exhibition, all of life was here. Like Guildhall में basically क्या होता था, usually क्या होता था, weddings होती थी, art shows होते थे, fairs होते थे. Directly in front of where we sat to watch proceedings, there was a small plaque. Plaque means a flat sign on a wall to remember people or event. ठीक है? Flat sign of a wall to remember people or event to commemorate the local men and women who appeared in that room as a result of the agricultural riot of 1830. So now with this inquiry, it became a part of serious history that there was even a plaque remembering people involved in protests in 1830, and this shows that Novichok event is now also play a very major part in Salisbury history. You got an immediate sense of history and time, and with it the realization that the Novichok poisoning were now as a massive part, right? New revelation were constantly made, नई information बार बार हमें बताए जा रहे थे, including that the former Russian spy Sergei Skripal was on the radar of counter-terrorism police, and the fact that the local emergency services had not been given additional training on the symptoms of nerve agent poisoning after the first attack on Mr. Kripal and his daughter. तो जो रशियन स्पाई प्रेजेंट है यूके में सर्जी कृपाल, वो पुलिस के रडार में कभी आए ही नहीं, एंड जो दूसरा फैक्ट दैट जो लोकल इमरजेंसी सर्विसेज थी, जो लोकल वर्किंग एजेंट थे, उन्हें ये कभी बेसिक ट्रेनिंग दी ही नहीं गई कि व्हाट टू डू व्हेन सीन द सिम्टम्स ऑफ nerve agent poisoning. ठीक है, after the first attack on Mr. Kripal and his daughter. As quickly as the inquiry had arrived in Salisbury, it then moved to London, where more sensitive intelligence could be heard. It continued in the shadow of St. Paul Cathedral in a purpose-built corporate building with all the mod cons. What is mod cons? Like modern conveniences like AC, TV, fridge, right, camera. So in this particular lines, author is saying that inquiry then moved to London so that secret and sensitive information could be discussed safely, and it took place in modern building near St. Paul. ठीक है? Some of the sessions held there were more secret, with some of the witnesses' name, faces and even voices hidden. कि witness के नाम, face, आवाज़ें सब छुपा दी गई थी from the video feed. ठीक है? आगे बढ़ते हैं. Only 3 accredited journalists were allowed in, and even then we could not take in any electrical device. If 3 journalists were allowed in that particular accredited, यानी officially approved. Journalists were allowed, and आप कोई electrical devices भी नहीं लेके जा सकते थे, not even smart watches. It was an old-fashioned pen and paper reporting job. ठीक है, just witnessing this process was a roller coaster. ठीक है, like it was an emotional ride. यहाँ पे roller coaster is a metaphorical term used for emotional ride. Now we would go from espionage यानी spy and poison door handles to the could have heard a pin drop silence of Dawn's mum, Caroline, reading her statement after her first sentence. I am Caroline Sturgis, Dawn's mother. People watching around us let out a sigh, a human reaction to a parent having to stand up in such a high profile setting and talk about her daughter's death. Her hand was shaking as she held her paper. So this watching this inquiry was an emotional ride. Sometimes it was focused on spy stuff, and other time it was focused on door handles or pinned up silence or seriousness when Dawn's mother gave her emotional statement. ठीक है, she described her daughter as intelligent, extremely selfless and very kind person. There were some truly shocking moments during the inquiry. Everyone was surprised when we were shown fresh CCTV footage. Already poisoned Mr. Skripal handling a little boy a piece of bread to feed the ducks. The little boy fell ill, but testing revealed no traces of chemical poisoning. So, and the video showed that Mr. Kripal, who is already poisoned, giving a bread to a little boy to feed the ducks, and boy got sick. Although बाद में पता चला कि there was no traces of poison in his body. It was eerie to see the Russian suspect on CCTV looking at their mobile phone in the Salisbury snow, seemingly trying to find his house. So next, in another video showed the Russian suspect using phone in the snow, probably looking for Kripal's house. ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. And it was truly a revelation to hear Mr. Kripal's statement say, I never thought Russian regime would have tried to murder me in UK. They could have killed me easily when I was in prison. So another video under statement, Mr. Kripal's statement that he never thought that Russia would try to kill him in UK. वो बहुत आसानी से कर सकते थे, वो मुझे आसानी से बहुत मार सकते थे when I was in prison. At the other end of the scale, we sat through some of some on the face of it very ordinary details. ये तो कुछ revealing, shocking थी और कुछ बहुत ही ordinary details थी. We now feel probably too knowledgeable about Wiltshire Council bin routines यानी कैसे वो कचरा इकट्ठा करते हैं, गार्बेज कलेक्शन कैसा होता है, हॉस्पिटल स्टाफ शिफ्ट पैटर्न एंड द लेआउट ऑफ सिटी सेंटर कार पार्क्स. ठीक है. At times an inquiry can be a very formal process. It's a room full of lawyers discussing the untimely death of a British citizen after all, but this has been punctuated by so much emotion. So not all part of the inquiry was dramatic. Despite being a formal legal process, there were many emotional moments. ठीक है. Coming to the question and answer. So overall, author has discussed an emotional, investigative journey of Dawn Sturgis murder, ठीक है, or inquiry due to a poison. Which of the following best captures the primary purpose of the Dawn Sturgis inquiry as described in the passage? क्या है primary purpose? To determine the effectiveness of local emergency services. क्या वो कितने इफेक्टिव हैं ये टेस्ट करना चाहते थे? बिल्कुल भी नहीं. To officially document the events and truths of, yes, it is very explicitly mentioned in the passage कि when many of the people ask कि हमें सब everyone knew what happened, then what is the point of doing all this thing? So answer was to put down everything on record what exactly happened on that year, ठीक है, on that Novichok attack. So yes, to officially document. To prosecute the Russian suspect involved in poisoning, no, there is no mention of prosecution, right? To commemorate the agricultural riots of 1833, no, it was the only background history, not the purpose of this inquiry. It was just the background history presented to us. ठीक है, चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Next question. Based on the passage, which inference can be drawn about the security measures at the inquiry session in Salisbury, London? What is the inference about security and both inquiry venues? ठीक है. Option A. Security was more relaxed in London. Is it? Scanners की बात हो रही है, bags check किए जा रहे थे, आप even पानी का bottle भी तभी ले जा पाओगे when you have a sip of it. तो was it relaxed? No. Both locations had stringent security, but London sessions were more secretive and restrictive. Yes, this is correct, right? Only Salisbury implemented security checks like that. No, London में और ज़्यादा strict था. So it is not correct. Journalists had unrestricted access, no, to all sessions and could use electronic devices freely. This is just opposite information is given in the passage. They cannot use even smartwatch. Coming to the next question. What is the author's tone describing the inquiry? Prejudiced? क्या author prejudiced है या purely factual है? Author's passage or words is full emotionally charged, right? तो बिल्कुल भी prejudiced नहीं है and purely factual भी नहीं है. It is very personal and emotional. Cynical and dismissive. Author hasn't criticized or expressed disbelief or disregarded. ठीक है, तो बिल्कुल भी मॉकिंग है ऐसा नहीं था. Engaged and emotionally invested, yes. और roller coaster of espionage and emotional family statements, gravity of holding an independent inquiry, all these statements show that author was personally involved. Non-partisan and uninterested. Was he indifferent? Was he uninterested? No. Author was completely interested and invested. So D is just opposite of what the tone of author was, right? चलिए. Which of the following statements is most strongly supported by the passage? Regarding the impact of Novichok attack on Salisbury, ठीक है, क्या इफेक्ट रहा है Novichok attack का on Salisbury? The attack are now considered a minor event. हिस्ट्री की बात कर रहे हैं वो. It is not a minor, rather it is a major event in the city's history. The attack have become a defining moment. Yes, B is correct answer. Novichok poisoning were now also a massive part of Salisbury and this city timeline. This means the event is now a key part of Salisbury history. The city has quickly moved on and forgotten the event. No, rather than they want to put it down they want to document it. The attacks were not tethered to any international attention. Global media coverage मिली थी, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि it was ignored, ठीक है, internationally. चलिए, moving on to the next question. What logical reasoning best explains why inquiry included both highly secretive sessions and the recounting of ordinary local details like bin routine and car parks? To distract the public from real issue? No, there is no hint that it was trying to distract the public. To ensure a comprehensive understanding of both extraordinary and everyday factors in the incident. Yes, they wanted to cover everything from spy action to how the everyday system were affected. So B is the correct answer. Because the inquiry was poorly organized? No. It was, कहीं भी नहीं बोला गया it was badly organized. Rather, it is described as professional. The focus only, extreme word, mundane aspects? No. Dramatic, roller coaster, सारी ही चीजें from espionage to emotional statements to this bin routine and car park, everything was there. So the focus was not only on the mundane aspects of city life. Which of the following statements do not display a figure of speech? किसमें नहीं है? चलो देखते हैं. There were handheld scanners like you see at the airport, bag searches, and it was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster of espionage and emotional family. ठीक है? तो roller coaster यहाँ पे it is used as a metaphor. तो पहले statement में तो है. There were handheld scanners like you would see at the airport, bag searches, and you could only take in a drink if you took a sip in front of the security guard. I find no figure of speech in this, completely literal meaning एक statement है, ठीक है? Coming on to the third, opening the sessions, the chair is metonymy, right? Chair is used to refer the person in charge or judge, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे मिल गया. We would go from espionage and poison door handles to the could have heard a pin drop silence of Dawn's mum. Pin drop silence. Could have heard a pin drop silence. Pin drop silence. Exaggeration, hyperbole. Right? तो सिर्फ second one does not have figure of speech. तो only second but not 1, 2, 4. C is the correct answer. Okay? चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Coming on to the next passage. Hong Kong based Hutchison was an ideal partner for an Indian telecom company. The very starting statement says that this Hong Kong based company है Hutchison is an ideal partner for Indian telecom. अब क्यों ideal partner है? Because it is in close quarters of India, making travel पास में है, time zone and general leisure. Leisure means communication, good communication. Its management was aware of Asian culture. Hutchison's management was aware of Asian culture, but since Hong Kong was still a British colony, Hutchison's best practice reflected European openness and social structure. So Hutchison understood Asian ways of working but also had a European style system as Hong Kong was still a British colony then. ठीक है? Analjit Singh's team led by Ashwini Vindalas and Sandeep, designated head of cellular from heading the pager. So this person's company from pager, heading a pager business, had proven their efficiency as they began to run the Mumbai operation in competition with BPL Mobile. So this journey is from pager to mobile. Their logical partners for the equipment were Motorola and Ericsson. वो कहाँ से अपने tools लेते थे, equipments लेते थे Motorola और Ericsson से. Singh considered the venture a success even though from its inception he believed it was a cash crunched, especially in contrast with the competition. So they have a competition with BPL Mobile and Analjit Singh considered it as a successful venture even if their venture was cash crunch, यानी they were low on money, पैसे कम थे उनके पास, है ना? स्पेशली इन कंट्रास्ट विद द कॉम्पिटिशन यानी बीपीएल मोबाइल, सिंग्स हच मैक्स स्पेंड रुपीज, इनका ये जो सिंग का जो ब्रांड था हच मैक्स, दे स्पेंड 50 crore ऑन मार्केटिंग, ठीक है। इन सिंग्स ओपिनियन बीपीएल वाज स्पेंडिंग इवन सेवरल टाइम्स, 15 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा बीपीएल अपने मार्केटिंग में स्पेंड कर रहा था, इसलिए देयरफॉर कैप्चर्ड अ लार्जर चंक ऑफ मार्केट शेयर, इट हैज मोर मार्केट शेयर और कस्टमर पोर्शन ऑफ पार्ट ऑफ मार्केट। टू कम्पीट विद अ मनीड ओपोनेंट जिसके पास ज्यादा पैसा है, सिंह डिसाइडेड टू टेक अ डिफरेंट पाथ टू अ नेटवर्किंग प्लानिंग, अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी बदलने का उन्होंने सोचा। मैक्स लॉन्च द सेलुलर सर्विस इन मुंबई विद अराउंड 65 बेस स्टेशन ऑन पॉइंट्स ऑफ सिग्नल एमिशन एंड रिसेप्शन। दिल्ली एयरटेल स्टार्टेड विद 108 एंड रैम्ड अप क्विकली। तो उन्होंने क्या सोचा कि उन्होंने हच मैक्स स्टार्टेड विद ओनली 65 मोबाइल टावर्स इन मुंबई, ठीक है, एंड दे कवर्ड रिच एंड 108 Delhi में Airtel started with 108. Hutch Max has got 65 base stations, while Delhi Airtel started with 108 and ramped up, और जल्दी ही बढ़ता भी गया वो, ठीक है, Airtel। आगे चलते हैं। The network covered only the posh South Mumbai to fairly central suburb Santa Cruz. So there Hutch Max, जहाँ पे उन्होंने बहुत ही posh area को cover किया था, that was South Mumbai और Santa Cruz. The move was designed to attract more high-paying corporate user. They required network inside the building in fixed location rather than long distance in the outdoors. उनका जो main focus था, अपने जो उन्होंने उनको customers थे, वो कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड के थे जिनको एक बिल्डिंग के अंदर अच्छा नेटवर्क चाहिए था, ना कि आउटडोर्स में। द कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन इट वाज हायर टू कवर अ स्मॉलर फुटप्रिंट कंपेयर्ड विद आउटडोर कवरेज। अब इसमें एक्सपेंडिचर ज़्यादा था। हाउ चार्ज अ प्रीमियम फॉर द सर्विस, लाइक दे चार्जेस रियली गुड अमाउंट। It was successful in capturing its target market and later came under pressure when competitors started to adopt predatory pricing. पहले तो उनका जो बिजनेस था वो बहुत ही अच्छा स्टार्ट हुआ, ये जो स्ट्रैटेजी थी बहुत अच्छे से स्टार्ट हुई, लेकिन बाद में इट केम अंडर प्रेशर। व्हाई? बिकॉज जो कॉम्पिटिटर्स थे दे स्टार्टेड अडॉप्टिंग प्रेडेटरी प्राइसेस, यानी कि कंपीटिंग बहुत ही कम दाम में लोगों को उन्होंने सर्विस प्रोवाइड करना शुरू कर दिया। मीनिंग दे वर ऑफरिंग कस्टमर कॉल रेट बिलो द कॉस्ट ऑफ कैरिंग वन टू स्टेम द कैश डेफिसिट फ्रॉम लाइसेंस पेमेंट्स रादर देन एम ऑफ प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, यानी वो सिर्फ लाइसेंस पेमेंट का पैसा निकाल रहे थे, अब वो कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं कमा रहे थे, वो इतने कम दाम में सर्विस दे रहे थे। द अपटेक फ्रॉम द अर्बन, कौन? कॉम्पिटिटर्स, ठीक है। द अपटेक फ्रॉम द अर्बन रिच पीक्ड विद इन अ कपल ऑफ ईयर्स एंड द मिडिल क्लास वाज स्टिल टू कंजर्वेटिव टू स्पेंड मोर ऑन फोन। जो हचमैक्स का ग्रोथ था अमंग रिच यूजर्स, इट स्लोड डाउन and this middle class were not very ready to spend money on mobile phones yet. Airtel in Delhi, for example, had a static customer base around 1 lakh for a year with no additions and high churn. ना ही addition हुए and they have high churn means number of users leaving the service, ठीक है। The bad debt to balloon because पुराना जो debt था, कर्जा था, वो भी काफी बढ़ गया। क्यों? People would not pay. The Mumbai Hutchmax was watching the growing trend with trepidation, that means worry. Trepidation means worry or fear. Even though it enjoyed a significantly higher per customer revenue each month than its competitors. ये एक कस्टमर से बाकी अपने कॉम्पिटिटर से ज़्यादा पैसे कमा रहे थे क्योंकि इनका क्लाइंट ही ये कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड से था, ठीक है। Singh felt the company was falling behind the competition from BPL Mobile, पीछे जा रही है। Hutchmax saw the need to unlock a bigger market. As the team discussed the country's advantage, it awakened to the microeconomy of India's mega population. This was a market of shampoo, sachet and single cigarette sticks sold by the corner store to daily wages at price of ₹1. Much like the chocolate eclair toffee for which there are many takers, how could Hutch unlock this segment of subscribers? So in this particular last paragraph, author is saying दैट दिल्ली में एयरटेल हैज़ अराउंड 1 लाख यूजर्स, जो बढ़े नहीं बल्कि घटते ही गए. मुंबई में इवन दो हच अर्न मोर मनी पर यूजर, लेकिन स्टिल ही वॉज वरीड एंड सिंह थॉट दे वर लूजिंग टू BPL. सो हच स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग दैट इंडिया हैज़ अ ह्यूज पॉपुलेशन एंड people bought small cheap things like shampoo sachet, सिगरेट की एक स्टिक या 1 रुपए की टॉफी. ठीक है, तो could Hutch create a mobile service for such small spenders too? ऑथर आखिरी में क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है, जो पैसेज खत्म हुआ इट इज एंडिंग विद अ क्वेश्चन कि क्या Hutch will be able to provide mobile services for such population. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Coming to question and answer. Which of the following statement best explains why Hutchmax focused its initial network coverage to Mumbai, South Mumbai and Santa Cruz? Why? They aim to attract high-paying corporate users who needed reliable indoor coverage. Yes, very explicitly उन्होंने बताया कि उनका जो पहला जो फोकस था, नीश कस्टमर था, एकदम स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप था, वो यही था. दे वांटेड टू कम्पीट डायरेक्टली. देना कोई भी एयरटेल से कंपटीशन की बात नहीं बताई गई है. दे वरंट competing or copying Airtel in any way. Their limited capital forced them to cover only remote outdoor areas. No, they were not covering remote outdoor areas. Rather, they were covering rich urban zones like Santa Cruz and South Mumbai. They followed the example set by BPL Mobile extensive network coverage. No mention that Hutch followed BPL wider coverage strategy. ठीक है. What does the passage suggest was the primary reason Hutchmax struggled to expand beyond its initial customer base? The middle class was reluctant to spend. Mobile phones limiting market growth. Yes, explicitly stated in the passage that वो शैम्पू का सैशे, एक सिगरेट और 1 रुपए की टॉफी खरीदने वाली पॉपुलेशन थी. They were very much reluctant or hesitant to spend on mobile phone services. Hutchmax lacked effective marketing strategies compared to its competitors. ऐसा नहीं, they did invest very good, like 15 CR is not a less amount. तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था कि उनकी effective they lacked effective marketing strategy. The network coverage was insufficient to support rural users. Rural coverage तो mention ही नहीं था, तो वहाँ पे कितना coverage है, नहीं है, sufficient है, insufficient है, ये question है, irrelevant है. Hutchmax premium pricing led to loss of corporate customers. Now they kept corporate clients. No mention of losing them due to pricing. Rather, this is mentioned that they were earning more as compared to their competitors on basis of per customer. ठीक है, चलो. According to the passage, why did competitors like BPL Mobile engage in predatory pricing? To reduce losses caused by high license fees by gaining market share quickly. Yes, they started to adopt predatory pricing to stem the cash deficit from license payment rather than aim for profitability. They wanted to recover license fee more than any profit. ठीक है. To match Hutchmax premium pricing strategy in urban areas, no mention. ठीक है, irrelevant. To invest more in network infrastructure than Hutchmax infrastructure investment तो discuss ही नहीं हुआ है. To focus on high revenue corporate clients over mass market surprise, the aim was to get more users, not just corporate users. ठीक है, तो D is also incorrect. What does the passage imply about Hutchmax marketing and operational strategy compared to competitors? क्या strategy थी? Hutchmax prioritize quality service. Yes, indoor good mobile network for a niche segment, यानी a specific segment that was a corporate segment over a mass market expansion. Yes, this is the correct answer, right? Hutchmax aggressively pursued market share by undercutting competitors' prices. No, they did not lower their prices to compete. Competitors were doing that. Hutchmax ignored urban customers and focused mainly. No, they were focusing on urban customers. Reverse information दी हुई है ये. Hutchmax marketing budget was significantly larger than of its rival. Hutch spent less on marketing. ठीक है, मार्केटिंग बजट उनका कम था, बल्कि बीपीएल का 3 गुना 4 गुना था. तो डी इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. Which of the following best suggests The trait of Analjit Singh's leadership style: strategic, cautious, focusing on sustainable growth despite financial constraints. ऐसा ही कुछ था, right? Because he considered the venture a success even though उनका जो प्रॉफिट था वो कम था, ठीक है. तो ही वॉज स्ट्रैटेजिक एंड कॉशियस, सस्टेनेबल ग्रोथ की तरफ वो देख रहे थे. रिस्क टेकिंग, एक्सपेरिमेंटल, एमिंग टू रेवोल्यूशनाइज टेलीकॉम मार्केट. नो, ही वॉजंट रिस्की एक्सपेरिमेंटल, ही अवॉइडेड बिग स्पेंडिंग. Reactive and indecisive, often changing plans according to competitors' move. No signs of indecisiveness. He had plans and he executed it. Detached and uninvolved, leaving decisions primarily to the management team. He was actively involved in his key decisions. No such mention is found in the passage. चलिए, next question. Passage says that Hushmak's decision to target the posh South Mumbai segment was motivated by, like, why he was targeting that posh South Mumbai? A recognition that urban rich were more willing to pay a premium for better service. Yes, A is the correct answer. Like, designed to attract more high-paying corporate users, Hush charged a premium for the service. They were expecting that wealthy users would pay more for the quality. ठीक है. A desire to compete head-on with BPL mobile mass market approach? No, they did not follow BPL mass market route. The inability to afford wider network coverage due to lack of funding. Lack of funds was a factor, लेकिन main reason was targeting rich users. So C is also incorrect. The strategy is to focus exclusively, extreme word, on outdoor mobile coverage. No, outdoor नहीं, indoor mobile coverage था उनका. They were trying to give quality to their corporate users inside a building. Which of the following parts of the sentence have grammatical errors as per standard English usage? It was successful in capturing in target market. And later, and जब दो सिमिलर चीज़ें होती हैं तब हम and यूज़ करते हैं. बट यहाँ एक तरफ सक्सेसफुल कैप्चरिंग टारगेट पॉइंट लेटर केम इनटू, बट लेटर केम इनटू होगा, राइट. तो यहाँ पे ये इनकरेक्ट है बिकॉज फिर एक कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी इंफॉर्मेशन आ रही है. व्हेन कॉम्पिटिटर्स स्टार्टेड टू अडॉप्ट प्रेडेटरी प्राइसिंग, बी में क्या गलत है? व्हेन कॉम्पिटिटर्स स्टार्टेड टू अडॉप्ट प्रेडेटरी प्राइसिंग, स्टार्टेड टू अडॉप्ट की जगह स्टार्टेड अडॉप्टिंग. स्टार्टेड अडॉप्टिंग is more formal. They started adopting predatory prices, started to adopt. तो B, A में भी error है, B में भी error है. Meaning they were offering customer call raises below the cost of carrying ones. No, C में कोई गलती नहीं है. To stem the cash deficit from license payments rather than aim for profitability. So D also does not have any error. So A and B have grammatical error. So answer is both A and B. ठीक है, चलो. Coming on to the next passage. I recently hugged a 1,000-year-old yew tree. Yew tree is a type of very old native tree of Europe. Part of yew tree project in England. This tree had a sign next to it. Hugging a tree increases the levels of hormones oxytocin. तो इस पुराने से पेड़ के साइड में एक बोर्ड लगा हुआ था कि hugging a tree increases the levels of hormone oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone that is like, इससे हम बहुत खुश हो जाते हैं या स्ट्रेस फ्री हो जाते हैं, लिंक टू हैप्पीनेस, बॉन्डिंग, अफेक्शन. ठीक है. सो These trees are not conventionally beautiful. ये देखने में खूबसूरत इतने नहीं होते हैं. Their huge limbs are knotted. गांठें बधी होती हैं, twisted होते हैं, fold होते हैं, curling awkwardly towards the ground, as if to prop up their heavy rotting trunks. ताकि सहारा ले रहे हो. Seeing 1,000 winters come and go takes it toll and the air felt heavy with their size of age. Size of age यहाँ पे एक मेटाफोरिकल एक्सप्रेशन है. ठीक है, लाइक लैकिंग एजिंग. ठीक है. ट्रीज सच एज दीज are classified as ancients, इनको ancients बोलते हैं. The UK has more ancient trees than the rest of Europe combined. UK में पूरे यूरोप को मिला करके सबसे ज़्यादा ancient tree हैं. This isn't because Brits have been particularly protective of their elderly vegetation. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि जो Britishers हैं they were very protective about it. Rather, Matthew Ponsford explains in this piece for Noema. Now, what is Noema? That means it is a philosophical term. That means whatever when you hear the word tree, whatever image or whatever you experience in your thought, in your head, उसको हमने बोला Noema. ठीक है, तो Noema is as tree appears in your perception and Noesis is act of seeing. इसी में आता है एक Noesis means act of seeing. ठीक है, is at least partly because kings and queens shut people out from vast swaths of land so they could hunt without having to clap eyes on any bothersome commoners. So swaths means large stretches of land and commoners means ordinary people. So this ये इसलिए नहीं है because UK was always protected, has always protected trees. It is partly because in past kings and queens took large areas of land for hunting and did not let common people enter it. So these people were left undisturbed for centuries. ठीक है. Sherwood for William the Conqueror hiking down in the 11th century has about 380 ancient trees. Ponsford visit its most famous an oak tree named the Major, another potentially 1,000-year-old behemoth. Behemoth very large, ठीक है, massive. Like the yews, this old man is past his prime. Like he is also very old, very ancient. As Ponsford contemplates the wizened boughs यानी shrunken old branches, held up by metal columns like walking sticks, he wondered if he should feel saddened by the decline of this long-lived beast. But arborist Rob Harris is quick to reframe Ponsford's thought of the Major as a withering geriatric. Ancients have a fundamental role in the forest, one so important that arborists have begun veteranization. So यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है कि that Sherwood forest used by William the Conqueror for hunting in 11th century still has about 380 ancient trees, and Ponsford visits a famous oak tree called Major जो कि काफ़ी बूढ़ा हो चुका है, like the yew tree, and it look very old and worn out and branches are so weak that they are held up by metal poles. And Ponsford wonders कि if he should feel sorry about these aging beasts or, but a tree expert, arborist, यानी arbor means related to tree and arborist means one who reads about expert. तो arborist, tree expert Rob Harris is quick to reframe his thought and tells him not to think of the Major just an old weak tree. Ancient trees are actually very important for the forest. ठीक है, उनको उसने withering geriatric बोला यानी fading old person, withering जो झड़ रहा हो, geriatric fading old person. ठीक है. Ancients have fundamental role. These have fundamental role in the forest, so they are very important. ठीक है. Now this is the process of hitting and cutting holes in the young trees to promote the aging seen in their elders. It seems brutal, but rod-filled caverns. Now what is caverns? Veterinization यानी artificially आप जब इनको कट लगा करके पेड़ को आप इसमें एजिंग प्रोसेस को जल्दी कर देते हैं, उस प्रोसेस को रॉब ने बताया वेटरनाइजेशन. एंड दिस रॉड फिल्ड कैवर्न्स यानी दीज हॉलो कैवर्न्स मीन्स हॉलो स्पेस a fundamental ecosystem for birds and insects, and as the ancient diminish, one that are becoming lost, the young beautiful trees are just not as valuable to the forest without a few life scars. As someone who has always loved trees, I devoured Ponsford fascination inside, but you will be gripping regardless of your forestry inclination. A solid reminder to always hug the ugly old one. They are important. So author is saying that they are really important for the mini ecosystem that are really getting rare of birds and other insects. ठीक है, and young trees without scars are not as helpful to nature. And author loves trees and found Ponsford story fascinating, but even if you are not into trees, you will find it really gripping, the lesson to hug the whole old ugly tree because they matter more than we think. ठीक है, coming to the question and answer. So what is the tone of the final line? Sentimental and humorous? Yes, it is warm, affectionate and light-hearted. Humorous क्यों? Light-hearted because he has used that word ugly in a humorous way. ठीक है, ugly in a very light-hearted or joking way. The tone shows love for tree but keeping it playful. ठीक है, sarcastic and accusatory, बिल्कुल भी मॉक नहीं कर रहा है, sarcastic नहीं हो रहा है. Author is clearly emotional and he is not blaming anyone. Clinical and dispassionate, no, the author is clearly emotional, not detached or clinical. Detached बिल्कुल नहीं. Critical and skeptical, is he doubtful, is he criticizing? No, he is very caring and celebratory, making D the incorrect option. आगे चलते हैं. What broader issue does veterinization, what does that author draw attention to through the discussion of veterinization? The artificial preservation of dying species. It is not about saving species, it is about simulating decay of that habitat. So A is oversimplified. The importance of biodiversity and ecological balance. Yes, this is what author is trying to tell us. Rod-filled caverns are fundamental ecosystem for birds and insects that shows that damaging young trees help create habitats, those found in ancient trees, keeping the ecosystem balanced. The risk of tree disease spreading in younger forest. No mention of any tree disease, right? 3 is incorrect. The challenge of replacing royal hunting grounds with public parks, ऐसा तो no criticism of land use policies or focus on forest life या कोई ऐसा challenge of replacing royal hunting grounds with public parks, no, irrelevant to the passage. Which of the following statement best supports the passage? The British have always shown great environmental foresight in preserving forests. No, British tree preservation happened by accident, not by planning. So A is incorrect. Trees older than 400 years serve mainly aesthetic purpose. No, सिर्फ aesthetic, their main value is for ecological balance and other things, not for beauty and aesthetic purpose. Ancient trees play a key ecological role that cannot be replicated easily. Yes, young beautiful trees are not just as valuable to the forest without a few life scars. This shows that ancient trees have unique ecological value that young tree lacks. ठीक है, tree veterinization is a controversial practice condemned by conservationists. No, it is supported, not condemned. Author जो रॉब है या जो अपने राइट ऑथर है, इट इज कंडेम नहीं कर रहे हैं, सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, राइट? तो वी हैव गॉट द करेक्ट आंसर, दैट इज सी. What does the author suggest by describing the ancient tree as having a sigh of age? That they are creaking and making noise due to wind? No, sound का तो कुछ नहीं बोला. It is all metaphorical meaning. That they symbolize the burden of human neglect? No mention of human neglect or blaming. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं किया है. That their appearance reflect a long and difficult past? Yes, knotted and furled, right? उसने बोला ना, knotted and furled, not very good looking, conventionally ugly. They look tired from centuries of winters. The size of age represents their long and heavy experience. ठीक है, C is the correct answer. That they are tired and near death. They may be old, but the focus is on history, not death. Again, oversimplified answer. Near death में, it is about history. चलिए. Which of the following best describes the role of reference to Sherwood Forest? It adds an emotional appeal through fairy tale imagery. Is it? No fairy tale imagery has been mentioned or emotional imagery. It supports the historical reason for the preservation of ancient trees. Yes, kings and queens shut people out from vast swaths of land, and hence now UK has more trees, more than combined whole Europe. B is correct. The critique feudal land ownership system, it critiques not the system isn't criticized, it has explained it. So C is also incorrect. It introduced a comparison between past and future forest usage. No contrast of future and past is drawn, to D is irrelevant. Coming to the next question. Author's perspective on traditional aesthetic standards on the trees. क्या है उसका? The author believes beautiful trees are more valuable. Beautiful trees नहीं, rather than he said those you. ठीक है, तो it is incorrect. The author rejects conventional standard of beauty in favor of ecological function. Yes, young beautiful trees are just not as valuable as those old trees. तो B is correct answer. It rejects the conventional standards of beauty. ठीक है. The author supports removing decaying trees for safety reasons. No suggestion of removal of any tree. The author is indifferent to the visual appearance of trees. No, the author is not indifferent. He cared a lot about tree. They talked a lot about their appearance. So he is not indifferent. ठीक है. Which of the following best explains author use of ones that are becoming lost? A lament for endangered tree species? No, it is not about species extension, rather than habitat की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे, right? Ecological balance की बात हो रही है. Warning about the erosion of historical landmarks? No mention of landmarks. Irrelevant option. A is all. A concern for the declining number of aged habitats in forest? Yes. An ancient diminished, not rot-filled caverns are becoming lost. This shows worry about losing the habitats that only old trees can provide, right? So C is the correct answer. The reflection on human forgetfulness about environmental issues. The focus is on nature, not human forgetfulness. Shift from author focus. So D is also incorrect. Suppose a local government is planning to cut down several old gnarled trees in an urban park because they are ugly. ठीक है. Take up space and do not fit the new aesthetic design based on the ideas presented in the passage. Which of the following would be the most appropriate response to convince the authority to preserve the trees? Option A. So question is asking which of the following option will be the best argument to convince authorities to not cut down the old trees. So these trees may not look attractive, but they are part of our city's history and could be used to teach children about the past. No. The author's concern, it is about education. ठीक है. So education is good but not as strong as ecology, जो हमारे passage में का main point है. Old trees like these are often homes to rare birds and insects. Yes, and removing them would harm the park's biodiversity. B is the correct answer. Rot-filled caverns are fundamental ecosystem for birds and other insects. ठीक है. If the trees are causing safety issues, we can replace them with artificial models. Option C is saying कि हम artificial tree लेके आएंगे. तो क्या artificial tree can offer habitat value? No. Cutting down these trees will upset local residents who are emotionally attached to them and many emotions matter. लेकिन यहाँ पे ecological fact is more convincing. So D is also not that strong. B is the correct answer. Coming to the next passage. It's been almost a year since I tried to kill myself. Okay. The author is starting this passage with an attempt of suicide, right? As a doctoral student living in the leafy suburb of Brooklyn, Massachusetts in 2015, I chanced upon a tick, a tiny vampire the size of poppy seed that changed my life forever and nearly brought it to an end. So author is telling that how his life changed in 2015 after being bitten by a tick, and he is saying that it is if he was a vampire, a small insect, and his bite led to serious health problems and that almost ended his life. Chanced upon यानी accidentally, I chanced upon it accidentally, ठीक है, found or encountered a tick. After being bitten by the tick, I was plagued with full body joint pain. जब मुझे उस टिक ने काटा तो फुल बॉडी जॉइंट पेन, मसल ट्विचिंग, नाइट टाइम सीजर, कार्डियक एबनॉर्मलिटीज, डिप्रेशन, फटीग, अदर न्यूरोलॉजिकल डिस्टर्बेंसेस, ये सारे सिम्टम्स उसको आ रहे थे. अर्ली ऑन दिस कॉन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ सिम्टम्स, कॉन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ सिस्टम यानी कमिंग टुगेदर ऑल द सिस्टम्स all together, confounded doctors, confused doctors. Upon hearing my account, one neurologist shook his head. That does not make any sense, he said, before suggesting that my caffeine intake might be responsible. The doctor initially said कि maybe you are taking more caffeine, consuming more caffeine. I was told repeatedly by various doctors that the mysterious ailment darkening my existence was psychological in nature, most likely due to stress. यानी बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स ने मुझे क्या बोला कि ये साइकोलॉजिकल है और मे बी स्ट्रेस की वजह से ये सारे सिम्टम्स मुझे आ रहे हैं. It took 12 months before I was finally diagnosed with Lyme disease. ठीक है, but little change after diagnosis, कुछ नहीं बदला. Contrary to what I naively expected, my doctor prescribed 4 weeks of antibiotics and told me that if medication did not work, then it wasn't Lyme. So Lyme disease caused by bite of tick, but little change after the diagnosis. ठीक है, उन्होंने बोला, उन्होंने उसको एंटीबायोटिक्स दिया और बोला कि अगर 4 हफ्ते में आराम नहीं हुआ तो ये इट वाजंट Lyme. The antibiotics didn't work. ठीक है, suddenly I was alone, exiled from my body and others, like he was isolated from his physical body and others like his friends, family. My disease has been exacerbated, worsened by the social consequences of having a complex chronic conditions. When an illness isn't medically recognized, complex chronic condition, long term illness, it has converted into a complex chronic condition long term. ठीक है, where an illness isn't medically recognized or refuses to progress in a straightforward way toward better health, those around you often grow impatient or suspicious. So the author is saying that their family and friends stopped asking about their health or acted like it was their fault for not getting better. So the social isolation made things more worse mentally and emotionally. People stop asking how you are or act as if your failure to recover is somehow a personal weakness. These silence and reaction can drive the chronically ill into isolation, despair and existential confusion. Why I am existing? Sufferers are also often alienated by the unhealthy dynamics that characterize many doctor-patient interaction in the Western world today. तो अब यहाँ पे author is saying that these deeper problems with how patient and doctor interact, unhealthy dynamics, how patient and doctor interact, doctor have more power that they decide what part of patient story matter and what test to do. ठीक है, the power imbalance between who can authoritatively describe what is going on in the body and who cannot has a deep impact on how illness is experienced and navigated. ठीक है, like with power and control. Doctors hold the authority to determine which bits of patient story are useful, which interpretations to act on, which diagnostic tests are made available. ठीक है, so there is a deeper problem with how patient and doctor interact, and doctors have more power authoritatively describe कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं. ठीक है, कौन से पार्ट ऑफ स्टोरी में ज्यादा एम्फेसिस देना है और क्या टेस्ट करने हैं. Now the doctors and specialists I consulted consistently interrupted me, बीच में मुझे रोका, refused to order test, उन्होंने टेस्ट करने से मना कर दिया, and denied the severity of my symptoms. They did not acknowledge the severity of their system, of his symptom, right? They often interrupted, ignored and told their symptoms were not that serious. The subtle and oftentimes brutal rejection of my experiential knowledge and suffering slowly anesthetized me against hope. Anesthetized means numbed or made, मतलब अब मुझे कुछ भी फील होना धीरे धीरे बंद हो चुका था. This made the author lose hope, right? Coming to the next paragraph, I can see why this happened. अब वो he is explaining कि ऐसा होता क्यों होगा. The doctors face time and financial constraints, heavy workload, distrusting and contentious patient. They are taught to prioritize their technical capabilities and are faced with the challenging task of combing through irrelevant information on what is medically relevant. The author is trying to understand कि ऐसा क्यों होता होगा, डॉक्टर ऐसा क्यों behave करते हैं, because doctor can be busy, overworked or deal with lot of pressure, and to protect themselves they become emotionally numb. ठीक है? And even so, doctors need to treat such patient as a unique person, not just a medical case. ठीक है? As a way to cope with the daily barrage of problems and complaints and death of some of their patients, some physicians become callous and numb. They become callous and numb. ठीक है? But even under such condition, appreciating the singularity of an individual life is essential to providing authentic care and good medicine. Author is saying कि अगर ऐसा होता भी है तो भी doctor need to treat each patient as a unique person, as an individual. As the late neurologist and author Oliver Sacks said, practical scientific medicine and existential medicine are separate but inseparable, not contradictory but complementary. So he is saying, Oliver is saying that science and personal केयर मस्ट गो हैंड इन हैंड, वो अलग होते हुए भी एक है. ठीक है, चलिए आगे चलते हैं. कमिंग ऑन टू द क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द ऑथर्स व्यू ऑन मेडिकल प्रोफेशन? ऑल डॉक्टर्स आर इनकम्पिटेंट. वेरी वेग. ऑल डॉक्टर्स, राइट? हमारे पैसेज में, हमारे ऑथर ने कभी नहीं, हमारे पैसेज में नहीं है कि ऑल डॉक्टर्स आर इनकम. टू वेरी एक्सट्रीम. ऑथर्स प्रायोरिटाइज एम्पैथी ओवर साइंटिफिक एक्यूरेसी. नो, एम्पैथी इज मिसिंग. ठीक है, इसको नहीं प्रायोरिटाइज कर रहे. इट इज व्हाट ऑथर इज सजेस्टिंग एक्चुअली. द करेंट मेडिकल सिस्टम फेल्स टू वैल्यू पेशेंट एक्सपीरियंसेस. Yes, the author says the doctor dismissed his symptoms, ignored his story. They highlighted power imbalance where doctors control what is taken seriously, right? Physicians have no interest in treating complex condition. ऐसा नहीं बोला कि डॉक्टर डू नॉट हैव एनी इंटरेस्ट इन ट्रीटिंग द कॉम्प्लेक्स कंडीशन. तो दी इज इनकरेक्ट. चलिए, व्हाट डज द टर्म anesthetized me against hope most likely mean? The provided emotional relief? No, too extreme. No, emotional relief की बात नहीं हो रही, rather emotional पेन की बात हो रही है. Made the author immune to optimism? Yes, B is the correct answer because numbed his hope, numbed the hope, right? So B is correct. Heal the author through medication? No, it is not about the medication or treatment. Strengthen the author's will to fight. Opposite, hope and will were weakened, not strengthened. weaken हुई थी, right? So D is also incorrect. According to the passage, what exacerbates the author's illness beside the symptoms themselves? Option A, side effect of medication. साइड इफेक्ट ऑफ मेडिकेशन तो कहीं मेंशन ही नहीं है हमारे पैसेज में. लैक ऑफ अफोर्डेबल हेल्थ केयर, पैसे की भी बात नहीं हुई है. सोशल आइसोलेशन एंड डिसबिलीफ, यस, एक्सप्लिसिटली स्टेटेड इन द पैसेज दैट पीपल स्टॉप आस्किंग हाउ यू आर. अगर आपका कंटिन्यूअस आप बीमार हो तो लोग नहीं पूछते हैं फिर क्या हो, कैसे हो. तो इमोशनल आइसोलेशन व्हिच लीड्स टू एंजाइटी एंड डिप्रेशन. सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ओवर यूज ऑफ एंटीबायोटिक्स? नो, हमारे पैसेज में कहीं भी मेंशन नहीं है that there was an overuse of antibiotics. Irrelevant option. The passage suggests a strong link between assertion and reason. The passage suggests a strong link between medical recognition and patient recovery. Yes, people suffered because doctors did not believe them until it fit a diagnosis. Strongly patient recovery. A is correct. Doctor often base treatment only on what is visible in test or conforms to standard diagnosis. Yes, This is the true correct assumption, and this is the correct reasoning, correct assertion and correct reasoning. Because even after diagnosis, अगर if medicine did not work, doctors stopped treating it as a line. ठीक है, तो both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Which title best captures the essence of passage? Antibiotics and their limitation. एक छोटा सा पार्ट बस मेंशन था. It is not about antibiotics. Too narrow. ठीक है. Tick bite and the power of modern medicine. Misleading. Medicine isn't raised in this particular passage, right? तो यहाँ tick bite तक तो ठीक था, लेकिन not power of modern science. Living with Lyme, pain, silence and medical gaze. Yes. Tick bite, silence from friends and doctors, and medical gaze. यानी how doctors control what viewpoint of patient story, क्या बताना है, क्या करना है, क्या नहीं, everything. तो C is the most apt title. Understanding depression in academia. Depression is a symptom, not the main theme. एक outcome था. तो no, D is also incorrect. What best describes the author perspective on medicine as quoted from Oliver Sacks? Practical medicine should be replaced by existential medicine. कहीं भी replace होने की कोई बात ही नहीं बोली उन्होंने. बोली क्या? उन्होंने तो ये कहा कि both the things must go hand in hand. ठीक है? Technical and emotional aspect of care must go hand in hand. भी यही तो बोला उन्होंने, right? कि that no contradictory but complementary science and personal care. ये it must not be contradictory, rather complementary. Scientific medicine is superior to emotional care. कहीं भी comparison नहीं बोला है author ने, right? और the author doesn't say science is superior to emotion. Emotion has no role in modern science. Emotion is shown to be necessary in medicine, right? So D is also contradictory of what is stated in the passage. According to the author, what was the doctor's initial response to his symptoms? Immediate diagnosis, effective treatment नहीं. उन्होंने बोला था कि मे बी तुम्हारे कॉफी और स्ट्रेस की वजह से हो रहा है, राइट? कंसिडरेशन ऑफ रेयर जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर का कोई मेंशन हमारे पैसेज में नहीं है. डिसमिसल अ साइकोलॉजिकल और स्ट्रेस रिलेटेड इश्यूज, यस. रिफरल टू मल्टीपल स्पेशलिस्ट, कहीं भी डॉक्टर ने रिफर नहीं किया है. डॉक्टर्स रिफ्यूज्ड टेस्ट कि नहीं कराने की जरूरत है. दे रिफ्यूज टेस्ट रादर देन रिफरिंग, राइट? डी इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट. सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. Which of the following sentence from the passage does not contain a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb होता क्या है? जहाँ पे हमको verb plus preposition मिलेगा, right? तो वो हमारे लिए काम करेगा, या adverb, preposition or adverb, verb plus adverb or verb plus preposition, right? तो my disease has been exacerbated by the social consequences of having a complex chronic condition. कोई भी phrasal verb मुझे इसमें नहीं मिला, right? This is a complete formal language. Doctors hold an authority to determine which bits of patient story are useful, which interpretation to act on is a phrasal verb, are made available. They are taught to prioritize. They are technical. Act on means to follow, right? To get a useful information. They are taught to prioritize their technical capabilities and face with challenging task of combing through. Combing through means search carefully. It is also a phrasal verb. Search carefully. As a way to cope with. This is also a phrasal verb. Means to manage or deal with. Right? So we have phrasal verb in B, C, D. So A is the correct answer. Coming to the next passage. You are alone when you board the train. Alone as you walk down the aisle, searching for a seat. Aisle means walk between way between the two seats, ठीक है, अलग अलग जो दोनों तरफ सीट होती है उसके बीच की जो जगह होती है, ठीक है. Searching for a seat, alone as you tip slightly when the crowded train car sways, alone when you jerk open the heavy door to the next car, alone despite the line of impatient people waiting behind you. Here is a seat at last next to a young woman, perhaps in her 30s, whose eyes you will never know the color because she stares out the window. Like उसको पूरा फेस नहीं दिख रहा है इस वुमन का, and never turns towards you, यानी ऑथर की तरफ उसने कभी नहीं देखा. You will sit beside her for a handful minutes of your life, बहुत कम minutes, and you will never know what her voice sounds like because उसने कोई बात की ही नहीं. Whether it is deep and rich or soft and gentle, deep है कि rich है कि soft है कि gentle है, उसकी voice कैसी है. Although in that moment you want to speak to her, you author want to speak to her or to anyone, but the words are heavy in your mouth and slip back down your throat. So in this very first passage, author is saying that you are alone in a train, and even though it is full of people, you feel very isolated as you walk, try to find a seat, and even when you sit next to a woman who never looks at you, you want to talk to her or anyone, but you cannot bring yourself to speak. You wish someone was waiting for you. There is yearning कि कोई तो वेट कर रहा हो मेरा घर पे. Someone into whose face you could smile and tell about your day. ठीक है, very emotional lines. But there will only be the mute shadows. Author is saying कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ silence and stillness, mute silence and stillness, shadows जो लाइट जलाते ही चली जाएंगे, that dissolve away into the corners of room when you switch on the light. जैसे आप लाइट जलाओगे ये भी चले जाएंगे. And the mewing of the grey cat, sound of a grey cat anxious for his dinner कि भैया मुझे खाना दे दो. It will be good to call a friend after you have reached, like it will be a good idea if you call your friend and taken off your shoes and fed the cat and warmed up leftovers for yourself in the microwave. जो बचा हुआ खाना आपने माइक्रोवेव में गर्म किया. But किस friend को? But which friend? You have lost touch with so many since moving to this new city. जब से आप इस नए शहर में आए हो, you have lost touch with many of your friends and they would probably also be asleep by now, wouldn't they? और वो भी अभी तक सो गए होंगे. नहीं सोए होंगे क्या? ठीक है. Yet surely your mom or dad will answer. चलो दोस्त हो गए होंगे, बट हाँ मम्मी एंड पापा विल आंसर द कॉल. इवन इफ यू डू वेक देम, अगर आप इतना रात उनको कॉल करते भी हो, दे विल ड्राउन आउट योर वर्ड्स विद देयर ओन हेड फर्स्ट. ऑथर इज सेइंग कि दे वुड टॉक फर्स्ट, सेइंग दैट दे मिस यू. ठीक है, टेलिंग हाउ मच they miss you, and then they will listen quietly as the words tumble out. फिर वो आपको सुनेंगे as you speak quickly and emotionally. tumble out और जब शब्द आपके अंदर से emotionally निकलेंगे. But first there is this long stretch night to travel through the loneliness of train car crowded with passengers who you cannot speak to. Author is saying कि अभी तो, but for now there is long night train ride and loneliness of being surrounded by strangers you cannot talk to. आप उनसे बात ही नहीं कर सकते हो. The other passengers will blur into fabric of colors after this night, but this woman you will always remember. Though you catch only a glimpse of her face, even you cannot, उसको उसके ऑथर को आंखों का रंग भी नहीं दिखा है. It is the rings on her delicate hands for some reason that will stay with you. The author is saying that most people will fade from memory, but this woman next to you who never spoke will stand out because of her unique rings. The thin gold rings stacked on nearly every fingers. ठीक है, यानी उसने हर एक फिंगर पे रिंग पहनी हुई है. एंड थिक रिंग्स विद जायंट जेम स्टोन, मोटी अंगूठियां विद जायंट जेम स्टोन एंड सिल्वर रिंग दैट ट्विस्ट अराउंड द पिंकी ऑन हर लेफ्ट हैंड एंड लुक लाइक इट हैज द हेड ऑफ फॉक्स. ऐसा लगता है कि उस रिंग में, द ऑथर इज डिस्क्राइबिंग हर रिंग्स. ठीक है, नाउ you wish you could ask her about the ring, if only she would slip the earbuds out for just a second, but she is far off your reach now in her cocoon of music. तो author is saying कि wish कि एक बार मैं उससे पूछ सकता about the ring, but she is listening to music and unreachable. It feels like that you only saw her like outside the window. as if you had a only glimpse of her life, looking from a window, a glimpse of all of these strangers, and the train car is but a passageway. On some nights, a stranger will open their window briefly. ठीक है? Some people will open their window and talk. Tonight, no one does. ठीक है? बहुत कम, briefly and in a very concise form. They will talk to you and let you steal a glance inside their world, but not tonight. आज नहीं. Tonight, there is only the rumbling of the train and the indistinct hum of music from a countless numbers of passengers' devices. So, author is saying only the sound of the train and distant music fills the space like unclear background noise. So, overall, author is trying to reflect on the fleeting, one-sided moments of observing other lives, emphasizing on how small details like rings can leave a lasting emotional impression. Okay? Without even a single word being spoken. Chaliye. Coming to the question, what is the tone? Hopeful and humorous? No. Because there is no humor and no real hope. कोई उसके पास बात करने तक को भी नहीं है. Wistful and introspective, yes, B is the correct answer because author reflects on his loneliness and longing for connection during night, like you wish if only, ठीक है, it is wistful and introspective, ठीक है, you will never know, show a sense of yearning and deep thought. Angry and critical, no, author is not angry or criticizing anything, right? Objective and distance, no. Isn't because the tone is emotionally personal and impersonal. It is emotionally personal, not objective, ठीक है, and not detached. चलो. What can be inferred about the narrator's current stage in life? He is enjoying a new city. Is he enjoying a new city? No. It contradicts the information given in the passage. He is going through a breakup. No such mention is given. No, B is incorrect. He is struggling with loneliness after moving to a new place. Yes, C is the correct answer because there is no one to talk to. He has lost touch with his old friends as well. Only a grey cat mewing at him for dinner. He is traveling home from vacation. No, nothing suggests vacation, right? So D is irrelevant. What does the phrase "in her cocoon of music" suggest about the woman? She is tired and about to sleep. No, nothing show. मतलब वो टायर्ड है या स्लीपी है ऐसा कहीं भी हमारे पैसेज में हमें इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं मिली है. शी इज प्रोटेक्टेड एंड इमोशनली distant. Yes, cocoon implies that she is closed off and unreachable, lost in music. So yes, she is protected and emotionally distant, like unable to connect with the outer world. So B is the correct answer. She is physically wrapped in a blanket. It is a metaphorical statement. So we cannot say that there is a blanket or something. She is dancing to her favorite song, unsupported, no hint of dancing. She is just sitting next to him. What purpose does the final paragraph serve? Okay. It introduces a twisted ending to the story. No, there is no twist. It shows the narrator's curiosity about jewelry. No, it is not about just jewelry. It is about the symbolism that is missed. ठीक है, you missing human connection. It is not about just jewelry. Very shallow answer. Option. It deepens the theme of fleeting, unfulfilled human connection. Yes. That not the face or voice. He will only remember the rings, right? Showing how small details will stay with us in moments where deeper connection never happens. It explains the plot of the story. No. For there is no plot. It is not a plot-driven story at all. Next question. Which of the following sentences has a grammatical error in it? ठीक है. The thin gold rings nearly stacked, every finger in the thick rings with giant gemstone, and the silver ring that twists around the pinky on her left hand and looks like it has the head of fox. कोई भी गड़बड़ इसमें नहीं है, तो it is correct. Here is a seat at last next to a young woman, perhaps in her 30s, whose eyes you will never know the color of because she stares out the window and never turns towards you. Correct है. You wish someone was waiting. Hypothetical situation. पढ़ा है ना बचपन में. I wish I were the prime minister. Hypothetical situation में were is used rather than was. ठीक है. You wish someone were waiting for you at the apartment, someone into whose face you could smile and tell about your day. तो C has the grammatical error. None of the above भी फिर नहीं होगा. ठीक है. Which figure of speech are used in the sentence here? Surely your mom or dad will answer. Even if you do wake them, they will drown out your words with their own at first. Drown out their words. Come. ठीक है. This is metaphor. Words cannot literally down, but their voices overwhelm yours, right? So this is a metaphor. With their own at first, telling how much they miss you, and then they will listen quietly as the words tumble out of you. Words are tumbling. तो क्या कर रहा है ये? personification है, right? And the description evokes a strong imagery of emotional release, right? Emotional release. These description evokes emotional release, communication and comfort. The correct answer is personification, imagery and metaphor. Metaphor and personification incomplete है because imagery नहीं है इसमें. Anti climax there is no trivial, significant से ये बिल्कुल ही trivial पे जा रहा है. Personification, empathy and onomatopoeia, there is no onomatopoeia here. तो correct answer is C. चलो. Coming on to the last passage. Heavy strikes in the heart of the city woke to text messages saying there was a ceasefire. So the city has been bombed. हमको first statement से समझ में आ रहा है कि the city has been bombed and now there is a ceasefire. What is ceasefire? An agreement to stop the fight temporarily, right? It turned out this was a three-way win. It was a three-way win, with all the parties congratulating themselves as the victors. सब जीत गए थे. कौन कौन? Trump managed to fly his B-2s all the way from Missouri without any help. No doubt it was a beautiful bombing. It hit the last target, the Behemoth Fordo, the city of Iran, the giant city of Iran deep in the mountains. So author is saying that Trump is proud that his bombers flew far and hit Iran's last big nuclear site hidden in the mountains of Fordo. ठीक है? Benjamin Netanyahu is congratulating himself. यानी अभी Trump is saying I won. Netanyahu यानी Israel for finally scratching his 3-decade itch by striking Iran's nuclear program and assassinating top Islamic revolutionary commanders. Most of all, Netanyahu managed to draw Trump, who had promised no more wars, into the fray, into the war. Fray means war. तो Trump ने बोला था कि अब कोई war नहीं होगा. Netanyahu somehow managed to get Trump to get into the war, and the hardline followers of the Islamic Republic are also congratulating themselves. The extreme Islamic Republic are also congratulating themselves on their successful strike against Israel. ठीक है, चलो तो ये तीन लोग हैं. कौन कौन? अमेरिका, इजराइल एंड ईरान. ठीक है. The strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities brought fear of contamination throughout the week. जो ईरान में ये फोर्डो में ट्रम्प ने बॉम्बिंग की है, तो इट People were scared that the bombing had released radiations. ठीक है. Our social media were filled with an updated Iranian version of duck and cover campaign from Cold War for America. Now on social media people shared old safety tips like staying indoors. Like in case of exposure to radiation, get inside. We were told change your clothes, take a shower, tape the windows. Not a single siren has sounded apparently. We don't have them anymore. Yani there is no more contamination or radiation. Those who remember the Iraq-Iran war say there used to be sirens. Nor do we have shelters like Israelis do. Yani Irans do not have any shelters. अगर contamination हो जाता है तो जैसे इसराइल के पास shelters थे, Iran does not have those shelters, considering we have been at loggerheads with Israel for decades. What is loggerheads? यानी serious disagreement to fight. जब Iran is very aware of it that we have serious disagreement of fight with Israel. Why haven't they built some shelters for such serious conditions? ठीक है, आगे देखते हैं. For the past 12 days, we have had a crash course in the sounds of war. So author is saying कि last 12 दिन से we have learned what war sounds like. The boom of rocket hitting its target, the sharp rat-tat of the ground to air defense. You don't see the missiles they blow up, but you see the red dots of the defense when they start at night. आपको missiles नहीं दिखती है, लेकिन आपको बस वो red defense light दिखती है, right? The first days were a blur. Means first days were few. Blur means confusing. The first days were blur, confusing. The big emotional freeze, like there was an emotional freeze. People the frenzy to gather documents and essential. Frenzy means wild rush or activity to gather documents essential for a speedy departure. अगर जल्दी निकलना हुआ तो they were packing for that. The calculus of doom, the careful thinking. Calculus of doom यानी careful thinking. Doom यानी if that particular day comes, ठीक है. Worst case situation. How much water do I need? कितना मुझे पानी लगेगा? कितनी टी शर्ट मुझे पैक करनी चाहिए? मुझे कब निकलना चाहिए? कितना दूर जाना चाहिए? What is their scenario for us? इराक और अफगानिस्तान. Someone said Libya. ठीक है. I spent 5 years, like someone said that how bad it might get, like Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya. I spent 5 years in Iran's notorious Evins prison. Author is saying he was in Iran's jail for 5 years, but when Israel bombed it, I felt horror and fear. He was terrified. When my VPN manages to connect me to X, the algorithm suggests a post by a man saying in Hebrew that there is no country called Iran. What? Author is saying kya? He has been colored the map of Iran into segments. That particular man on X has colored the map of Iran into colors and says that this part is Turkmenistan, this part is Balochistan, this part is Azerbaijan, here is the south are the Arabs and the middle are some Persians. How dare he? Author is saying, how dare he? We are one of the oldest nation in the world. We did not invade this land. हमने इस land को invade नहीं किया है, आकर के कब्जा नहीं किया है, या हम कोई recent immigrants नहीं है, हम कहीं बाहर से नहीं आए हैं. We are actually from here. हम यहीं, हमारा origin ही यहीं है. We have survived Alexander of Macedonia. Pyromania is obsession of setting fire. यानी Alexander burned cities. So author is saying that we have survived that particular pyromania of Alexander, or we have survived Genghis Khan's bloodbath and brutal Arab invasion, and we are still here. And that person is saying that there is no Iran at all. So author is questioning that. ठीक है? We are the inheritors. Author is saying we are the inheritors of great poets Firdausi, Rumi, Hafiz, who give us our shared identity. even though we speak many languages, he said ki writers like Hafiz, Rumi and Ferdowsi give them a shared identity and pride even though Iran speak different languages. ठीक है? I am sure I was not the only Iranian finding a solace in Hafiz these past weeks. Solace means comfort. Yani listening or reading to these people brings solace or comfort. Now that we have had a moment to breathe, the interminable, seeming to have no end. Seeming to have no end. Question of these past few weeks, what will happen now? Ab kya hoga? Is about the long term. Over the past 46 years, Iranians have eroded the strict ideology that was imposed on them in order to live a modern life. We have been hoping since 2015 and signing of the joint comprehensive plan of action for the lifting of sanctions so we can connect to the world and fix our corrupted economy. So author is saying that now there is a small break. People are wondering what the future holds. 46 years, for 46 years, Iranians have been slowly ignoring strict religious rules to live more modern lives. Since 2015, they hope to reconnect with the world and fix their economy. But Trump F-worded that chance. Yani Trump damaged that chance. ठीक है? Cancelled that hope through this airstrike. Our young people have stood up to the repressive rules that govern their personal lives. Some died for it. Now, thanks to Israel and its benevolent, यानी benevolent bombs, यहाँ पे author ने क्यों एक figurative या metaphorical वो oxymoron, benevolent bombs. This is an oxymoron author has presented. Right? He is trying to suggest that kind, well-meaning, intended to do good, benevolent bombs, like sarcastically or critically to describe military intervention that claim to be for humanitarian or noble progress, right? जो इजराइल ने claim किया था कि ईरान हमारे ऊपर अटैक कर देता, that's why we have attacked Iran. The extreme sections of society, the ideologues. What is ideologues? People who strongly push certain political or religious belief, who were marginalized, will be newly invigorated by conflict. ठीक है? तो author is saying that young people protested harsh laws, some even died. Now because of Israel's bombing, the extreme religious leaders will grow stronger again. ठीक है? तो ये जितना पूरा मेहनत किया था यंग लोगों ने और अपनी जान गंवाई थी वो सब वेस्ट हो गया. We are a country at war now. The streets are full of checkpoints. I passed several driving in Tehran the other night. They are courteous now, but we recognize them from the days of protest. Will the Islamic Republic forget these past 12 days? Can Netanyahu be contained by Trump? Will Iran and Israel become friends now? So author is clearly saying that Iran is clearly at war and there are checkpoints everywhere. Soldiers are polite now because अब वो एक दूसरे को जानने लग गए हैं from when they crush protest. The writer wonders and gives lots of rhetorical question कि क्या गवर्नमेंट इन 12 दिनों को भूल जाएगी, क्या ट्रम्प नेतन्याहू को रोक पाएंगे, इसराइल को रोक पाएंगे ईरान पे हमला करने से, कैन ईरान एंड इसराइल कभी दोस्त बन पाएंगे. ठीक है, these are the questions he poses. Which of the following best describes the overall tone? For bitter and belligerent, author is more of a sad, more reflective or hopeful. He is thinking deeply what has happened, the war, fear, lost hope, the future of Iran. So bitter is not the correct tone. Reflective and anguished, yes, B is the correct answer because author is thinking deeply. Writer also shows sadness and pain, anguish. He is also showing the pain, how when talking about the bombings, past suffering, young people dying or losing the chance of peace due to US airstrike. Is it didactic? So B is the correct answer. Didactic and persuasive, it is, the author is not preachy at all or persuasive. ठीक है? Resigned and passive, author, he is not giving up or he is reacting, not passive. ठीक है? He is still thinking, he is still feeling, hoping. He talks about identity, history, future, everything. So he is not resigned and passive at all. So we have got the correct answer, that is B. Coming on to the next question. Which of the following best captures the central concern of the narrator in the passage? What is the central concern? That the war has re-legitimized the marginalized ideological factions within the Iran. Yes. और पैसेज में साफ साफ ऑथर बोल रहा है कि now thanks to Israel and its benevolent bombing, the extreme section of society, the ideologues who are marginalized, will newly invigorate by conflict. Right? तो A is the correct answer. ठीक है? War has re-legitimized the marginalized extremist group, extremist faction within Iran. तो वो जो पूरा प्रोग्रेस हुआ था इतने सालों का वो सब खत्म हो गया. That the Iranian regime has grown stronger due to foreign aggression? No, it is too broad. The narrator is not claiming that the entire regime has grown stronger, but specifically hardliners within it. ठीक है? That option C, so B is incorrect. The Iran's people will lose faith in democracy. This is not supported, that whether these people will lose faith, or the primary concern is not about to lose faith in democracy. It is about hope. ठीक है, न्यूक्लियर डील और प्रोटेस्ट को वो जो बोल रहा है, तो C is irrelevant to the concern. That Israel's military strategy will permanently dismantle Iranian nationalism. The narrator asserts the Iran's identity is ancient and resilient. तो उसके एक्शन में escalate the conflict but not permanently dismantle its nationalism, right? वो जो फिरदौस और अलेक्जेंडर और ये सारी चीज़ों का मेंशन हुआ था पैसेज में. Which of the following can be reasonably inferred from the narrator's reaction to the Hebrew post that read Iran's map? ठीक है. The narrator believed that national identity is defined solely by language. Is it solely by language? The author celebrates Iran's multilingual identity, not just language as defining character. Okay, it is not solely by language. He says that even if I do not speak Iran, the narrator equates historical invasions with current ideological erasure. Yes, narrator's indignant reaction to the map. How dare he? We survived Alexander, we survived Genghis, we survived Arab invasion, and suggests that the digital act of denying Iran's unity is perceived as modern version of violent invasion. ठीक है, तो he equates historical invasion with current ideological erasure. The narrator rejects all internal ethnic diversity in Iran. It is the opposite of what is said. Narrator proudly includes ethnic diversity. He says that we speak many languages, right? The narrator is unaware of historical conflicts. Factually wrong. The narrator is clearly demonstrating historical awareness and everything. So D is incorrect. We have got our answer, that is B. The Trump F-worded that chance is an example of euphemism and irony. Yes. It is a more polite way. The phrase avoided directly saying that F word by using F worded, which is a euphemistic way, and it also carries irony because it contrasts Trump's stated aim of no more wars with the reality that he is escalating the war. A is the correct answer. Metonymy. There is no idea associated with F or bathos. So bathos means comic fall in tone. No, there is no word substitution or comic fall. Alliteration. There is no repetition of sound initially or anaphora नहीं है. Sarcasm and understatement. कोई भी sarcasm that it, but there is no understatement. It is strongly critical and ironic. Not कोई भी बात वो negative में आकर के नहीं बोल रहा. There is no litotes used here. तो D is also incorrect. What purpose does the reference to Iran's poets Firdausi, Rumi and Hafiz serve in the argument? To prove that Iran has never had foreign rulers, the narrator says various foreign rulers is incorrect. Alexander, Arabs, Genghis. To demonstrate that the cultural continuity can provide solace and identity amid crisis. Yes. The narrator invokes Iran's poet tradition as unifying force that transcends ethnic division and historical trauma. Like he is saying, we are the inheritance of Firdausi, Rumi, Hafiz. So B is the correct answer. To suggest that literature can solve political conflict, नहीं वो solace की बात कर रहा है. He never said that literature can solve political conflict, right? It is an exaggeration. To argue that the Western nation undervalue Persian intellectual heritage, it is unsupported. No comparison is made to Western appreciation of Persian culture. So D is irrelevant. Next question. Which of the following best characterizes the narrator's attitude towards Israel and Iran's regime? Disgust towards both for perpetuating endless war. It is oversimplifying. Like the narrator is not disgusted, he is saddened, hopeless, cynical detachment from both government. It is inaccurate. The tone is emotionally engaged, not detached. ठीक है, कोई detachment नहीं है यहाँ पे. Resentment towards Israel and fear of Iran's government. It actually misrepresents. The narrator is not simply resentful or fearful. The tone is more balanced, more nuanced. Option D. Condemnation for foreign aggression and cautious critique of internal repression. Yes, Israel का aggression जैसे benevolent bombing is a sarcastic way. Iran के regime के बारे में is mentioning the repressive checkpoints and past protest signals critique. So there is a condemnation for foreign aggression of Israel and US using F word for Trump and cautious critique of internal repression. Right? कि अब तो वो जो military आर्मी है वो भी अब उतने हार्श नहीं रह गए. ठीक है, तो D is the correct answer. Which figure of speech and literary devices are used in the sentences heavy strikes in the heart? Of the city woke to text message saying there was a ceasefire. First is metaphor. Yes, metaphor है. Heart of the city. Heart of the city. Woke to the text. Like, ठीक है. But there is no exaggeration. ठीक है. Bombs really did fall. Nothing is over the top or unrealistic face present in these lines. So hyperbole नहीं है, तो A incorrect हो गया. Personification and dramatic irony. There is no personification present in the passage. कोई भी non-living thing को living thing के attribute नहीं transfer किए जा रहे हैं, right? तो personification भी नहीं है, कोई भी dramatic irony भी नहीं. Dramatic irony is when the audience knows something the character does not know. तो यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ नहीं. It usually happens in movies, drama or film, right? Personification and extended metaphor. पर्सोनिफिकेशन नहीं है. एक्सटेंडेड मेटाफोर तब होता है जब लॉन्ग कंपैरिजन होता है, लेयर्ड कंपैरिजन कर रहा होता है ऑथर. जैसे अपन ने अभी पिछले क्लैट या एलेट के मॉक में देखा था. एलेट के मॉक में देयर वाज एक्सटेंडेड मेटाफोर. यहाँ पे कोई भी एक्सटेंडेड और लेयर्ड कंपैरिजन नहीं हो रहा, तो सी इज आल्सो इनकरेक्ट. कमिंग टू डी. डी सेज हमारा सिचुएशनल आयरनी. यस, व्हेन वी से समथिंग एल्स and situational irony is heavy strikes followed by the ceasefire. ठीक है, unexpected and opposite to what we would assume. जैसे फायर स्टेशन में ही आग लग जाना is the situational irony, right? तो situational irony is present. जैसे heavy strikes in the heart of the city woke to the text saying that there was a ceasefire. Heavy strikes, ceasefire. ठीक है, so there is a situational irony and heart of the city, that is metaphor. तो करेक्ट आंसर इज डी. ठीक है. एक्सपेक्टेशन है. एक्सपेक्टेशन इज थिंग्स विल काम डाउन. रियलिटी इज द सिटी इज बीइंग बॉम्ब्ड एंड देन वी हियर अबाउट पीस. दैट इज द आयरनी हियर. ऑलराइट, ठीक है. सो आई बिलीव आपको सारे पैसेजेस की एक्सप्लेनेशन, क्वेश्चन के एक्सप्लेनेशन, एनालिसिस अच्छे से समझ में आया होगा. ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर नेक्स्ट मॉक. बाय बाय. स्टे लॉजिकल विद विदिज्ञ.